Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this video where we're exploring the essential oil gifted to us from Schisandra. Now this is a plant also known as Chinese magnolia-vine, which is native to northern China and the far east of Russia. On this woody vine, it produces these little beautiful red fruits or berries, which is sometimes known as five-flavoured fruit, because when you consume them, you can actually taste all the 5 flavours: the salty, the sour, the sweet, the spicy, and the bitter. Isn't that cool? Now, what I love about the exploration of essential oils is as we realize how healing the essential oils are for the body, the mind, and the spirit, we're going beyond the natural kind of oils that we know today and that have been used for many, many kind of centuries. We're now exploring other traditional ways that people have used plant medicine. And one great way that we're discovering more essential oils is looking at the plants that are used in traditional Chinese medicine. Schisandra is one of those plants, and now we've worked out that we can steam distill those berries to get this really powerful essential oil. There are so many benefits for the body, the heart, the head, and the spirit. In this video, I'm going to guide you through all the different ways that I have found can be really beneficial for working with Schisandra. And as you get your hands on this rarer essential oil, you can dive in and have your own experience as well. So let's dive in and explore this exciting essential oil known as Schisandra. There are some really exciting ways that we can use Schisandra for the benefit of the body. Some of these are taken from traditional Chinese medicine, and some of these have been discovered through looking at the chemical constituents that are gifted to us from that Schisandra berry. Now, Schisandra is known as being a really great adaptogen, helping us to deal with the stresses and the challenges of everyday life, being able to take them more in our stride and not become too overwhelmed or exhausted. By using this essential oil, either aromatically in a diffuser or inhaling, or topically over the body, then this can really help to be able to adapt and be more flexible with the different circumstances that arise in each day. When I've had a particularly draining day and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, fatigued, and exhausted, I love to get a little bit of Schisandra with a carrier oil and rub that on the soles of my feet to help replenish me through the day. Well, throughout the night, actually. That's normally when I'm sleeping. And in saying that, Schisandra is a really great oil to help facilitate sleep. So using that topically or aromatically is going to be really beneficial as well. Now, in traditional Chinese medicine, it's really great for those that have low yin qi or low feminine energy qi running through their body. Now, how can this be? Well, the yin energy is moist and cool. So if you're always feeling dry, maybe you have a dry mouth and a dry tongue and always feeling quite hot, you may lack some of that yin qi flowing through your body, and using Schisandra can help to rebalance and harmonize that as well. It also really helps with low lung qi. So if you find that you're often short of breath or have any issues such as bronchitis or asthma, putting Schisandra over this area could be quite beneficial as well. What you're going to find is it's going to be a great one to add to massage mediums. It doesn't have although the fruit has all those different flavors, the essential oil is actually quite mild in its aroma. And you're going to find that it blends with other oils, all be fine by itself without causing offense or upsetting too many people at all. Massaging that naturally on your body, or if you're receiving a massage or giving a massage, adding a drop or two of Schisandra will help to get the blood flowing, but also the energy flowing through your body. When we can balance the qi flowing through our meridians and throughout all of our body and serving our different organs, this is going to be great and beneficial. One organ that Schisandra is particularly helpful is the liver. If you have any challenges with your liver, then try anointing it over that area. Or if you're wanting to kind of facilitate a bit of a detox on a physical level, again, Schisandra is going to be really beneficial this way. So if you want to kind of bring yourself back into harmony and balance and not allow the stresses and the overwhelming of life to throw you off balance, then definitely lean into a regular use of Schisandra essential oil. As you start building a relationship and using Schisandra essential oil, you're going to find that your energy is going to become a bit more balanced, a bit more harmonious, and you're going to be able to adapt to the different things. This is going to help the head and the heart to not get thrown off when big challenges do come up in your life. However, we want to be proactive in our healthcare rather than reactive and wait for those stresses and then grab your Schisandra. So why not try meditating with Schisandra on a regular basis? By having a diffuser nearby you or popping a few drops in your hand, breathing it in, or just popping a little drop under your nose, and it will really help to still the mind and those thoughts. Our mind, sometimes the analogy is used that it can be like a glass of muddy water, and when it's still, all the mud goes down to the bottom and you get that clarity as well. If you're feeling directionless right now and you're not sure which way to turn, then really lean into your Schisandra. If meditation is not something that you've always got into or you don't have time for, then maybe just try it. And meditation doesn't necessarily have to be the absence of thoughts, it's just allowing those thoughts to settle, and so they're not kind of dominating you and overwhelming you in that way. Often, it's not just what's happening around us, but it's what's happening within us. And if we can control that with working with Schisandra to get the energy flowing harmoniously through our body and our mind settling a little bit, then we're going to be able to deal with anything life can throw at us. Schisandra is a friend from the plant kingdom that's going to support you in that. Just as Schisandra helps to get the energy flowing beautifully through the body, it'll help with the energy flowing around the space as well. By diffusing Schisandra or by adding a few drops into a little spritzer bottle and spritzing it around the space, it's going to help to shift any stagnant energy and purify as well. The other great thing about this is it really has a bit of a playful, romantic, sexual almost energy about it. And so if your love life is getting stagnant, maybe in a relationship you're in, or maybe you just can't seem to find anyone, then working with Schisandra could help in that way. Whether you're going out and trying to meet people out in the real world, or you're trying different online dating apps or websites, have Schisandra around you to get that loving and romantic energy flowing. If you feel that the cobwebs are within you and you've kind of lost your mojo, then working with Schisandra can help to awaken that as well. For me, Schisandra also has a bit of a connection to dragon energy. Now, dragons are of course the keepers of the fire realm, and so dragons help to bring transformation into our lives in two different ways. First of all, they are very protective, and thus we feel more confident when we feel dragon energy around. So if you want to work with Schisandra, to call in your dragon guide. We have lots of different guides. You've probably worked with angel guides or ancestors before, but have you ever tried to meet your dragon guide? Pop a couple of drops of Schisandra in your hand, close your eyes and imagine yourself in a natural place. Invite your dragon to come forward. Sometimes having a couple of candles and inviting the dragon to walk through the two candles like a gateway, or holding crystals like dragonstone or obsidian can be really powerful as well. When you have your dragon guide there to make you feel brave, courageous, and protected, you then can start to make those changes you need in your life, whether it be your love life or another aspect. Schisandra brings in that dragon energy, so you are bold and unstoppable. In traditional Chinese medicine, Schisandra is often used to help maintain the kidney meridian. Now, there is the foot Shaoyin kidney channel, and this is associated with success in life. If you would like to have nicer clothes and a nicer house and that type of thing, then maintaining this meridian is really, really important. And Schisandra can be used for this. So applying it to that place on the foot or on the kidney meridian can actually help maintain that energy flow and bring you more prosperity and success into your life. What I love about the fruit essential oils is they really indicate which chakra they're going to work with based on their color. Schisandra, being a red berry, is going to work with the base chakra, especially when it's underactive and there's a lack of energy flowing in that area. Now, symptoms of an underactive base chakra is a feeling of uncertainty or lack of safety, and that you can't fulfill your basic needs, such as paying your bills, having enough food, being able to provide shelter, all those things. And there may be this constant feeling of threat, or that there's some other reason of insecurity, whether it be real or perceived. By working with Schisandra, it's going to help with that courage and get that energy flowing through that energy center once again. You'll start to feel more grounded, trust yourself, and you'll be able to adapt to different changes, as we mentioned before. Often when people have an underactive base chakra, when changes come, whether it be a change in a scenario at work or relationship change or moving house or anything like that, unbalanced and underactive base chakra people will not like that whatsoever. But Schisandra will help you to accommodate for that. So if you're working with the base chakra, grab your Schisandra essential oil, use that power of the red berry to get you feeling more empowered, more grounded, more safe and secure. From my experience, I don't find Schisandra essential oil has a really strong aroma, so you're using it more for its therapeutic or its energetic benefits rather than its just beautiful aroma. But you might want to blend it with some other essential oils to make a really powerful and lovely smelling blend. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed, try blending it with essential oils such as ylang-ylang, bergamot, or vetiver would be really great, and marjoram. These ones have these kind of calming and stabilizing, settling and grounding energies about them. However, if you're wanting to fire things up, maybe combining it with spice oils, and cardamom would be an absolutely amazing one that also resonates with the base chakra. If you want to give yourself a big boost, then an amazing 1-2 punch is Schisandra combined with Melissa. You're only going to need a little drop of each, but Melissa helps to bring you back when you're feeling absolutely deflated and defeated. So try mixing those two together, using them topically or aromatically, and see if you can start to feel that lift. If you've been working with Schisandra essential oil and you've found an amazing blend, then please don't keep that to yourself. Let's share it with our essential oil loving community. Pop the blend down in the section below and we can all learn from each other's experiences. When working with essential oils, I love to bring in other gifts of nature as well to help enhance what I'm doing. So one of my favorite guides that I love to call in is that dragon guide. And so you can lean into the mythical dragons, or even the Komodo dragon could be a guide that will help you to bring back yourself to your full strength, that warrior energy within you. Now you can also work with beautiful crystals, and there's a crystal known as dragonstone, and it's kind of green and red speckled colors, and I'll link to it after this video. Check that out, and that also has this kind of grounding and empowering energy, so holding or wearing a piece of that when you've been working with Schisandra can help to amplify your effects. Now, because of those red berries, the beautiful thing about Schisandra is it really is connected to that Mars energy. And there aren't a lot of essential oils that bring in that Mars energy really beautifully. When we look at the planet of Mars, it's sometimes misunderstood as being the planet of war. Yes, it is, but it's also about the warrior. It's about progress. It's about passion and drive and that yearning to want to progress in life. And so whenever you're working with Mars energy, whether it be when there's a Mars retrograde and that kind of the energy of Mars drops because it takes its influence away from Earth, or whether you're looking at your birth chart and knowing that you need to balance and harmonize or lift up that Mars energy, then Schisandra can be a real asset to that as well. It works with the Aries aspect of life in astrology, and Aries is about selfhood and putting yourself first. And you've probably noticed that I've been talking a lot in this video about how do you get yourself back into harmony and balance. If you are not at your best, you can't give the best to the world. And that Aries energy really helps us to do that. So working with Schisandra in a full moon in Aries could be quite beneficial. I'd love to hear about your experiences with Schisandra. Remember that this is a neuroessential oil and can be hard to source, so be really vigilant in making sure you're actually getting something gifted to us from the plant. Please, if you have any questions, I'm here to help you out, and I love educating people on all the gifts of nature. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I hope if I can help you that you'll send me a message, my contact details are below, and I hope that you'll also use the comment section to share your experiences about this unique yet powerful essential oil. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.